Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 19 of Raincoat Blind. Last time, we investigated the casino. We saw back in the past, and we got to see just what it looked like right when the murder took place, or rather when the body was discovered. Then we went to the mansion area to basically check out the mansion. Though we got caught up with a little side quest, but now we're back at the mansion, we're going to investigate. There is always something to see. Let's go. Okay, let's go. We're breaking in.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
It's closed, as expected.
Just Halara breaking down the door. Wait. Yeah, I hope you're not adding the cost of kicking that door down to our fine.
It looks like a haunted mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go. The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the same person.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him too?
What he said did make sense.
Look, the nun is my main suspect.
He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
Yeah, but why would the Peace Corps cover it up? Basically, you'd think the Peace Corps would go for him first. But no, I personally believe that's none because basically, well, her father is a big executive at the Amaterasu Corporation. So basically, naturally, they would have a reason to cover up with her and just find a patsy.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Yeah, nothing about Yuma is suggestive.
Coming up.
Yeah, just a Shinigami jump scare.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here too. There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can.
Who's feeding the
share my
fish?
Cognition again here.
Are you sure?
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
Okay, investigation time. Okay, fish tank.
That's true.
There are fish in the tank. It doesn't seem like they've been cared for since the owner was killed. They're looking pretty bad. Inside the tank, some kind of secret passage.
Yeah.
Would be interesting. Would be interesting. It doesn't appear to be related to the case. Projector.
That's right.
There's a projector installed in the center of the bookcase. I'd like to take a look, but I can't reach it.
That's right.
Halara? Sorry. Could you please take a look around the projector?
Very well.
Sure, give me a moment. The projector is pretty dusty. Doesn't seem to have been used since before the incident. So it's probably got nothing to do with the case. Okay, lamp.
Yeah.
It's a lamp. The light's on right now.
Say,
Make sure you use proper lighting in addition to these kinds of lighting as eye strain can occur. These kinds of lighting. Use proper lighting in addition to these kinds of lighting as eye strain may occur. Okay, yeah, it was just weirdly worded. Who are you talking to, Shinigami? Yeah, gotta create the illusion of sun. Okay, sorry, wrong button.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber. But the corpse will never wake up again. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
Okay, I'm seeing flashing over there. There's a switch for the projector on the desk. Looks like it was set to off when the corpse was found.
Oh!
The lamp's light is pointed at the table. It probably wasn't turned on at this time. I don't see anything suspicious. Doesn't seem like the lamp is related to the case. There's a huge tank here, but there are any fish inside. Living things can't be seen through post-cognition. It doesn't have that ability. The projector is installed in the center of the bookcase. It wasn't on when the corpse was found. You'll never reach it, Master. I'll check it out for you. Well, did you find anything unusual? Nope, everything is extremely usual and unrelated to the case. Okay, nothing there. Sorry, wrong button. Okay, original location.
That's true.
This is where the first witness found the body. The bloodstains are still here. Considering the amount of blood, the victim was probably killed here, right?
It appears.
It seems very likely.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks in the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
Okay. Corpse.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with CzarThwomp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
Yeah, but really, we're also seeing another commonality between all of these victims so far. Namely, just that they all had something to do with the Amaterasu Corporation.
I wonder how the person who cursed
So the
him
nun is
feels
looking even more
he's
likely.
actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
that's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood. The nail wounds in the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways, but the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward his waist.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
Yeah, some Frankencorpse, though it could have been a thing of just propping him against a wall.
That's disturbing.
Okay.
Oh my, this is quite nice.
Okay. Bookshelf into the hallway. All these books are lined up so neatly. They're covered in dust. Nobody's touched them in a long time. Meaning that they won't help as much with the case.
Yeah.
Even in the past, several books lined this shelf. I checked, but it doesn't seem like anything's different between then and now.
I see.
And I cannot read for some reason tonight. Ugh, why does my brain feel so cloudy? In that case, it's probably not related to the case. Doll on the wall.
There's only one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out.
Don't trust the demonic doll. That thing's gonna haunt me in my sleep.
This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I wanna put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
You need help, Shinigami.
Why would you want to do that?
I guess this is Shinigami we're talking about.
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring.
No! Stop showing me the darkness.
There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. It looks like a string rubbed against it.
Like it was used for a
How did
ladder.
this mark get here?
Oh great, now we're gonna have to see this. Yeah, when we're doing the trial, we're gonna have to see that thing. Yeah, there's still plenty of dolls. Okay. Painting.
Oh,
Landscaping, painting, and extravagant frames are on display. All these paintings look incredibly expensive.
However,
They're counterfeits. Not a single one is genuine. Doesn't look like there's anything relevant to the case here. Let's investigate elsewhere. It's a carefully organized bookshelf. Looks like all the novels belong to the same series, the Going Saga.
yeah.
I believe this series has more than 150 volumes. Unfortunately, the author has passed away. It's a shame the story never saw an ending.
oh,
Two extraordinary thick books are stacked on the desk. These books are in great condition, aside from some dust. They look completely untouched.
Beats me.
He probably wanted to seem knowledgeable. They haven't been moved for a while. They're probably not related to the case. Okay, no more eyeless dolls, please.
oh.
Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. After the clock tower and the secret club, this makes 3. It doesn't make it any less creepy, though.
Beats me.
Now's not the time to show fear. Investigate thoroughly and find the clues to solve the case. Right.
I see.
Dolls have nothing in common. I don't see any unusual markings either.
Appears.
Nothing to do with the case, then. Except that they're all creepy. Two extraordinarily thick books placed on the desk. Okay.
Well,
Oh, sorry. I thought it was just going to be repeat text. A series of books is arranged neatly on the shelves. There's no indication the books have been moved. I don't think they're related to the case. I agree. Let's look somewhere else.
What does that mean?
There's an expensive looking landscape painting, but it's tilted. I wonder why. Could it be related to the locked
It
room?
appears.
Doubtful. Judging by the marks on the wall, I'd say this painting was hung at an angle. The peacekeepers must have altered it by mistake during their investigation. How confusing. Okay, good. We got a level up. Okay, let's get out here. Go into the wall.
Sit down, we're right here.
Okay, yeah, you sit down there, Shin Megami. You just sit there. Okay, door.
This is...
The door to the study. We left it open just in case. It's always good to be wary of sudden attacks. Never let your guard down. Right, got it.
Kyle.
It's because of the details of yours truly. You're welcome, Master.
There's a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through.
Well, if it
And
was
it's
Flat
also
Stanley.
screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
Oh, what's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the fence, like something scraped against it.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Xian.
And so the tab increases.
I jest.
No, no jesting.
The marks in the vent
Okay,
seem
sorry.
to be left by strings rubbing against it. Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around.
You also give Yuma trauma.
You should give me 10,000 Xian as a reward.
I'm getting a headache.
Okay, cognition. Okay, we already checked the door, the vent.
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key. The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse. I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
Right. Huh?
Wanna explain?
What's this?
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated.
Wanna
to
tell
the
us
case.
about the kitty?
Oh, this is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back. But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something that peacekeepers fabricated?
The peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication. After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was that a compliment?
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, Triangle's body.
But why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
Okay, we got the key. Okay, the study. Okay, nothing else.
Looks Looks like there's nothing left to check.
Yay! That's an A-OK over the investigation here.
Let's check every nook and
We
cranny.
did. We checked every nook. We checked every cranny. Okay, now all that's left is the art gallery.
Now we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
What? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out. Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
Hey, we're already being charged 50 million.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
Wait!
Okay, I have a feeling that every chapter is going to consist of us teaming up with one of the detectives that we're working with. Okay. First off, abilities, skills. Let's see if we can purchase it. Yeah, it's a cost of 3. Yes, I might as well just wait for it. Okay, any changes on the update on the profiles? Okay, what is the update here? Okay, nothing. Okay, nothing new. Oh, okay, yeah, just the coalescence. That's the only update. Cat photo. Okay, on no mention of the cat photo. Okay, looks like everyone's getting his present. Okay, servant. Likes anime figures. Dislikes violence. Okay, down video games. Oh my gosh. Did Hifumi decide to did Hifumi find religion? He's... Miss Piggles has turned me down the path of damnation! Redeem me! A man who does odd jobs at the church in Kanai Ward. His colleague, the nun, bosses him around on a daily basis. He's terrible at socializing, sometimes appearing suspicious when talking with others. While he's concerned about his weight, he's too weak-willed to do anything about it. Okay, nun. Okay, death metal, people who can't get into music. A nun at church in Kanai Ward, often abusive and unwilling to listen to others. Her personality is far from the image of a typical nun. Her father works upper management at Amaterasu Corporation, something she occasionally leverages to full effect. Craftiness aside, she's fairly diligent with her work. Urban legends. A world filled with happiness as a dislike. Okay, that's a giant red flag. Metal Fox Church Worshipper. Okay. A pious worshiper at a church in Kai Ward. An occult enthusiast, he chases after all kinds of unusual phenomena and urban legends. His obsession with the topic can sometimes put his life in danger. And finally, priest. A priest at a church in Kanai Ward, brimming with paternal affection. He feels it is his calling to help all those in need. He's popular among the worshippers for his gentle and thoughtful nature. Many people come to ask him for advice. Likes, faith, dislikes, atheists. Okay, church priest making speeches. Yes, he's Halara. Begone with ye! Okay, let's get going.
The next one is the art gallery in Yuma district. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
Okay, this one should be short.
The chief's in danger after all.
Yeah, they got the nuclear warheads all prepped. Okay. Yeah, let's just Kanai world map. Okay, let's go to the district. Okay, I don't think that this is going to take much longer as far as the investigation goes. So we'll basically just finish that up this episode, and then basically the next one we can start up with the mystery labyrinth. Okay, let's move. Yeah, I'm getting really excited just because, considering how the last Mystery Labyrinth was like, I can only imagine that this one's gonna be even better. Okay. Yes, dinosaurs are big. What next? The sky is blue? Technically here, the sky isn't blue, it's just full of perpetual rain.
So this is the art gallery. It's closed due to special circumstances.
Yeah, and then Halara just kicks down the sign.
But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that it matters to me.
Wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
Yeah, Halara's answer everything.
Did
A
you say
kick.
something?
That's our Halara.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Wait, please!
Okay, located here. The front of the art gallery is decorated with a giant dinosaur fossil replica. Secret club, we've already seen that. Peacekeepers, owner of the museum, we haven't gotten to see that. Art gallery storage room.
Oh!
Seems like this door's locked.
Well,
There are prices worth of art all over the place. Of course the door's gonna be locked.
What is it?
Where do you think you're going? The crime scene is this way. I'm not going to have you delay my progress for your side quests and your searching.
Sorry. Is this the storage room where the crime scene took place? It's locked.
We're going in.
Is Halara kicking everything down? Roadhouse!
We're like a couple of thugs or something.
Careful, Yuma, or you may be the next thing getting kicked.
Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshiper. And he did say he was following the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the body of the victim inside it. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
What do you mean special? People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, investigation number 4. Okay, corpse original location, a painting on the shelf, and that, as well as that spot there. Okay, let's start with this place. See the stacked boxes. The cardboard boxes are stacked up. Oh my gosh, I read a sentence properly for once today. Yes! Judging from the labels, the boxes were brought in after the incident.
It appears.
Looks like there's artwork inside. They must be storing the items no longer on exhibit. I don't think that these are related to the investigation. Okay, nothing there.
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors. The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming.
Okay. Stacked boxes.
You know,
The Cardboard boxes are stacked up. Judging from the labels, there are artworks inside.
Yeah.
There's a layer of dust in the boxes. It doesn't look like the culprit touched them, meaning they've got nothing to do with the case.
This is...
It's a portrait painting with nails driven into it. The picture really conveys its time period. Maybe the person depicted is an important figure from years ago.
What?
There's nothing dignified about this guy. He just looks like a regular old geezer.
Okay, I had some weird string in my undershirt. Okay, nothing else there. Okay, corpse's original location.
Oh!
Seems like this is where the body was at the time of the incident. There's no trace of it anymore, though.
Beats me.
Looks like the area's already been cleaned up, probably by the peacekeepers or the art gallery staff. I don't think investigating here will turn up any useful information. Okay, corpse.
The corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Issa Moed. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the dog is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death. Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle.
You noticed as well.
Yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head. It looks pretty deep. This may be the real cause of death.
Okay, one trauma to the back of the head. Okay, let's release.
I'll find out for you.
Okay. Painting of someone screaming.
This is...
A painting of a man screaming with his hands clutching his face. There's something unnerving about this painting. I almost feel as if it's going to swallow me whole.
That's...
Paintings don't have that kind of power. More importantly, did you find anything? No, nothing suspicious. It doesn't look like it's related to the case. The canvas placed here is completely blank. I wonder why it's blank and why it's so messily placed with these wooden frames. Doesn't look like an exhibition piece. Maybe it was used for some other event. I see. Nothing seems out of place. I don't think this will help much with the case. Okay, break down cognition. Blank canvases.
Yeah.
A blank canvas and wooden frame have been placed onto a trolley. Nothing seems to have changed between them then and now. At least that's how it looks to me. It appears unchanged to me as well, meaning there's probably no evidence to be found here. Okay. Yeah, the painting here has been moved though. Kind of odd how we're not commenting on this. Okay. Just 3 more spots to go. Okay.
Oh!
A sculpture with a sheet placed over to keep off dust. Doesn't look like it's been moved for a long time. Yeah, you can tell from the dust that's gathered on the sheet too.
In other words, it's completely irrelevant.
Hey, but we have to check everything. This is how we're getting our detective points. There are baskets on top of the shelf. I'm not tall enough to see inside them though.
I'll take a look for you. This is...
What is it?
We accomplished nothing.
So you found nothing. Okay, cognition.
Oh!
It's a sculpture with a sheet over it. The position was the same before and after using post-cognition. The overall shape of the sheet is also unchanged. We can assume nobody's moved it. The sculpture isn't related to the case.
There's a nail stuck in a painting. The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls?
It's
The
a
crime
hook.
scenes so far have all been abnormal. But this one's just sick and twisted.
Okay, stacked baskets.
Oh!
There are baskets on top of the shelf.
But
There's nothing but dust inside. I guess it hasn't been used in a while.
Basically, it's unrelated to the case. Okay. Let's check the next spot. Okay, anything here other than that?
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window jets out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
Currently, it opens outwards slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here.
Okay, post-cognition.
A large painting lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest, but the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is.
Okay, nailed doll. Landscape painting.
This is...
It's a large scenic painting with a doll nailed to it. I wonder how this ended up on the floor. Is there a reason?
That's...
If it's related to the incident, there's probably a reason. Let's assume that much.
This is...
Nails are driven into this painting of a young man.
Oh, I know this. He's one of those edgelord protagonists everybody loves for no reason.
That's not really the impression I get. He looks more like Apollo Justice.
Apollo Justice is an edgelord. He complains too much.
Okay. Final thing, the door.
There are 2 keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery.
Well, that's another consistency that all 4 cases had. They all took place in areas that had doors with 2 locks.
The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it. Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
I guess you wouldn't.
Countered!
Whose are you on, Shinigami? Okay, anything new? Okay, there's spilled paint.
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder. Or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
Right.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
You're a simp, master.
Be quiet.
Okay. Nothing else.
That should be enough.
I'm finished investigating here. I feel like the full picture is slowly starting to come together. Okay, at least I'm thinking that we're going to be getting a mystery labyrinth very soon.
That should do it for the room. Next is the window. It would be best to check outside of it. Go ahead. I'll stay here.
Outside the window? All right.
It's fine to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself. Huh.
Actually, I don't know what's gonna happen next, so I think that now would actually be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye.